Why do you always choose the middle option? You're looking at a menu. 3 options. Basic, standard, premium. You pick standard. You're looking at a subscription plan. Again, 3 tiers. Basic, standard, premium. You pick the middle one. Someone asks your opinion on something controversial. You pause and you say, well, I think the truth is somewhere in between. You call it balance. You call it being reasonable. But here's what's strange. Almost everyone does this. Not sometimes, consistently, predictably. And that's the part most people don't notice. That's not a coincidence. Let's start with the pricing thing, because the pattern is more deliberate than you think. Netflix, 3 plans. Spotify, 3 plans. Amazon Prime, Apple, Dropbox, almost always 3 plans. And the middle one? It's highlighted, bolded. Sometimes it says, most popular. Behavioral economists call this the compromise effect. When people are given 3 options, they instinctively avoid the extremes, not because the middle is objectively better, but because it feels safer. Researchers at Duke University tested this. They showed people 2 cameras, one cheap, one expensive. Most people split roughly down the middle. Then they added a 3rd camera, even more expensive than before. Suddenly, the camera that used to seem expensive became the middle option, and sales of that camera jumped. Nothing about the camera changed, only its position in the lineup. So why does position matter so much to us? Think back to when you were young. What happened when you were too loud? Too excited? Too different? You were told to calm down, be realistic, fit in. Nobody sat you down and said, always choose the middle. But you learned something anyway, quietly, over years. Extremes draw attention. Attention creates risk. The middle's where nothing bad happens. Psychologists call this social risk aversion. We don't just avoid financial risk. We avoid the risk of looking wrong, of being judged, of standing out in the wrong direction. And the middle option is almost impossible to be criticized for. Why did you pick that? It seemed like the balanced choice. That's a defensible answer, every time. Here's where it gets interesting. These 2 things, the system design and the childhood conditioning, don't operate separately. They reinforce each other. The pricing structures work because you were already primed to find the middle safe. And every time you choose the middle and nothing goes wrong, the pattern gets stronger. Neuroscientists call this reinforcement learning. Your brain tracks what worked before, what felt safe, and it routes you back there, automatically, without asking, until choosing the middle doesn't feel like a choice anymore. It just feels obvious. So what does this mean? It doesn't mean the middle is always wrong. Sometimes it genuinely is the right option, but there's a difference between choosing the middle because you evaluated it and ending up in the middle because you never really chose at all. The next time you reach for the middle option, just pause for 1 second. Ask yourself, did I pick this? Or did I land here?